Welcome back to Soul Renovation. I'm ADELINE Atlas, 7 times published author. Never lose the spark. Genius is just enthusiasm that survived. Genius isn't always IQ. It's not just brilliance. It's sustained curiosity, unfiltered joy, and the ability to stay lit from within no matter what life throws at you. True genius is the refusal to let reality kill the wonder that made you dream big in the first place. Aldous Huxley said, "The secret of genius is to carry the spirit of the child into old age," which means never losing your enthusiasm. And I couldn't agree more, because genius doesn't come from cold logic. It comes from burning curiosity, from that inner fire that says, what if we try it like this? Genius is emotional, soulful, playful. And way too many people lose it as they age, not because they can't access it, but because they were taught to outgrow it. You want to know what kills genius? Shame, routine, trauma, responsibility without balance. That voice that says, grow up, when really it should say, stay lit. You were born with enthusiasm, with imagination, with the ability to create something from nothing. But somewhere along the way, someone told you that wonder was childish, that dreaming big was naive, that being excited was unprofessional. And that's where genius starts to die. But the real ones, the legends, the architects of change, they never let the child inside them go quiet. They hold on to enthusiasm like a survival skill. They stay excited, curious, hungry to explore. They don't treat life like something to endure. They treat it like something to experience. And that's the secret. That's the juice. That's where true brilliance flows from. If you study the greatest innovators, artists, leaders, they all had this wild glimmer in their eye, that refusal to let normal become the ceiling. They asked why. They played. They explored. And even when life knocked them around, they still had that spark. Because genius is less about IQ and more about energy. It's the frequency of someone who still believes something magical is possible, even if they're the only one who sees it. And let's be real, staying excited takes courage. It's vulnerable to care that much, to show passion in a world that rewards detachment, to light up when everyone else is playing it cool. But that's exactly why it stands out. Because enthusiasm is rare, raw, real. It's the antidote to apathy. And if you want to access your next level, you better protect your excitement like it's sacred. Because it is. You lose your enthusiasm, you lose the game. You lose the drive, the art, the vision. You start moving just to survive instead of building something that makes your inner child proud. You start forgetting what you used to dream about when no one was watching. And that's not success. That's spiritual burnout dressed in adult responsibilities. So how do you keep it? You remember that the child in you didn't care who was watching. She just wanted to try things, create things, move with instinct, speak with wonder. And when she got excited, everyone felt it. That energy? That's still in you. You just buried it under layers of expectation and fear. And now, it's your job to resurrect it. Do something that lights you up again. Revisit that old dream. Create with no plan. Move your body just to feel joy. Get curious again. Not because you're trying to build something, but because that's who you are. Your enthusiasm doesn't need to be justified. It just needs to be fed. Every single day. Because the second you stop chasing joy, you start aging in spirit. And the second you reclaim joy, you regenerate. You get clear. You tap back into the genius frequency that only exists when your energy is authentic. The School of Soul Vault is my private monthly membership designed for those who are done just listening and ready to start building. Inside, you get full access to my video series, the unfiltered teachings, the strategy, the game plans, everything I don't share anywhere else. If you're ready to grow in silence and rise with precision, this is where it happens. Join the vault, monthly access, lifetime impact.